Conspiracy theorist Alex Jones is having a bad week, and it's about to get worse. The House Select Committee investigating the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol is now getting their hands on the recently revealed text messages and emails from the host of InfoWars. Yes, on Wednesday, Mark Bankston, the lawyer for the Sandy Hook parents of 6-year-old Jesse Lewis, revealed in court, very, very gleefully, mind you, that he had that Alex Jones' lawyer had accidentally sent the contents of Jones' entire phone, including emails, text messages, had given it to the prosecution. Or the plaintiffs, I should say, in the case. No, not the prosecution, sorry. Let me show you that epic moment just so you can see the goodness again.
Mr. Jones, did you know that 12 days ago, your attorneys messed up and sent me an entire digital copy of your entire cell phone with every text message you've sent for the past 2 years, and when informed, did not take any steps to identify it as privileged or protect it in any way. And as of 2 days ago, it fell free and clear into my possession. And that is how I know you lied to me when you said you didn't have text messages about Sandy Hook. Did you know that?
I love the look on his face when he gets caught. And he's like, what? Oh, uh-oh. Oh no. Look, not only is it shown that Jones lied under oath about, and by the way, Jones has been lying. He's been flouting court rules. So he's been treating this like a circus because he's a clown. And so, yes, he lied about this. He lied about turning in things that he was supposed to for discovery. And now it looks as though the January 6th committee is coming for those messages too. By the way, we also find out that in some of the stuff that was sent to the other side, to the plaintiffs, from Jones, had included some, rather terrible things. We're talking about CP here, okay? And so, yikes, that's another layer of problems. So now, within hours of this, the January 6th committee was at work on a subpoena to obtain the information, according to Rolling Stone. Citing a source familiar with the matter, the magazine said that the House committee is at work to request the data from the plaintiff's attorneys to aid in the ongoing investigation, and I'm sure they will be more than happy to oblige. Now, look, what does this have to do with the January 6th investigation? Well, remember, Alex Jones was there. He was there. He was encouraging people to go to the rally. He had bragged about helping to organize the rally that turned into the riot. According to the article in the Texas Tribune, Jones also helped obtain at least $650,000 from the heiress of the Publix grocery chain and InfoWars fan, Julie Fancelli, to pay for the pro-Trump rally that preceded the attack on the Capitol. Of that money, about $200,000 was deposited into Jones, one of Jones' business accounts. Oh, interesting. This is according to the U.S. House's committee to investigate the January 6th attack. On his InfoWars broadcast that day, Jones also told his supporters that this is the most important call to action on domestic soil since Paul Revere in his ride in 1776. And at the Capitol, he used a bullhorn to excite the crowds by repeating, of course, Trump's big lie. He also has strong ties to individuals arrested in the Capitol, including Joe Biggs, a former InfoWars staffer and leader of the far-right group, the Proud Boys. And in late January of this year, he told his listeners that he was questioned in front of the House committee and said that he had invoked his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent almost 100 times. And now we can see why. Fun. Very fun. So what we have here appears to be a giant dump.
Big, massive dumps.
Big old data dumps of Alex Jones' phone. Oh, that's fun. So now look, if there's something damning in those messages and emails related to January 6th, well, then that could be absolutely devastating to Jones himself, but not just himself, but people around him. Again, we have to see, of course, what's in it. Now, that said, Jones' lawyer, the one, who completely effed up by handing all of that entire treasure trove of information over to the plaintiff's lawyer, is saying, shoot. I guess we're just gonna have a mistrial. Oh, really? Really? In fact, according to Law and Crime, the defense filed an emergency of protection regarding Alex Jones' attorney, Andino Raynell, accidentally sending Jones' cell phone record to plaintiff's attorney Mark Bankston. Gamble, the judge, turned down the request, saying this, quote, "I don't think it's a mistrial based on this." To which Alex Jones, of course, probably replied,
"We're under attack."
No, he really didn't. He really didn't. But still, of course, he went on to a show and later raged against his lawyer, which is always fun. But hey, you get what you pay for, right? I can't believe they attempted to do a do-over. Like, do-over. Sorry, I really messed up. I need a do-over. I need a redo. Hey, look, we're not kids anymore, okay? You don't just get a redo if you mess up. Especially on this. There are no redos when it comes to complete and utter gross incompetence, as well as, of course, the real issue, defamation. You defame these families who had lost their kids by telling millions of people that they didn't actually lose their kids, that their kids weren't actually dead, that this was a whole plot to try to take their guns. No, the whole thing caused huge amounts of damage to people who have already suffered so much as a result of a mass shooter going into a school and murdering these children. Again, it's absolutely disgusting. I'm actually glad, I'm really happy to see that there was so much gross incompetence on the side of these losers, these assholes. And I'm hoping that this massive fuck up might actually lead to the downfall of Jones by exposing the things that he had actually said. Again, assuming they actually find anything of interest, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do. And of course, there's the assumption that Merrick Garland will actually act on those things too. And so, of course, there are some assumptions here on my part, and I understand that. But again, if they find something, whisper of a dream, everybody.